We often have to deal with a lot of problems in this hard world. To get through these problems and live a happier life, we need to make good habits. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it." This means that you are in charge of your own life and how you deal with problems. Each new habit adds depth and meaning to your life. In this video, we'll look at 10 habits that will help you become the best version of yourself. Remember that this video is a specific plan for you to find and make good changes in your life. Taking care of your hormones is important. To keep your hormones in check, the pituitary gland plays a big role in your health and well-being, being the adrenal glands and the thyroid gland. Some of the cells in the body that make hormones are the testes and the ovaries. Hormones play a big role in controlling many body functions, like metabolism, growth, and development. It's important to keep hormones in check because they affect mood, pregnancy, and how the body handles stress. Hormones help keep the body's internal environment steady and help keep homeostasis, which means that all of the body's processes are set in the right place. Having children, controlling your period, getting pregnant, and making sure your reproductive parts work right are all part of reproductive health. Hormonal balance is important for this. Controlling your weight and metabolism. It can be hard to lose or gain weight when hormones like insulin, leptin, and thyroid hormones are out of balance. Hormones that control our mood and emotional health affect how we feel and what we think. Mood disorders like depression, anxiety, and anger can get worse when hormones like estrogen, serotonin, dopamine, and cortisol are out of balance. When these hormones are out of balance, you may be more likely to break a bone or have other problems with your bones. Hormones like testosterone and estrogen help keep bone mass high and stop osteoporosis from happening. Levels of energy. It's important to have the right mix of hormones to keep your energy up all day. Being tired and slow can be caused by imbalances, like not having enough thyroid hormones. Changes in hormones can affect skin health, leading to issues like pimples, dry skin, or skin that is too oily. To help control hormones and live a healthy life, with regular exercise, a healthy diet, enough sleep, and learning how to deal with stress, stay away from things that are bad for you, like too much alcohol and drugs. For some people, medical help, like hormone replacement treatment or medicine from a doctor, is the only way to fix hormonal imbalances. If you think you might have a hormonal problem or are worried about your hormone levels, you should see a doctor right away. Number 2, take charge of your mind. If you want to deal with life's problems, the first and most important thing you need to do is control your mind. Far too often, men let their problems get the best of them and whine and complain, which not only makes them look less manly but also makes their problems worse. People are judged by how well they can handle problems. If you can't handle small problems well, you'll look smaller. Your mind is your most powerful tool. When you can't keep your mind in check, you make your own problems. Things you do are based on your ideas. Remember that if you don't control your mind, it will definitely control you, leading you to bad habits and pointless activities. As long as you stay in the present and accept your feelings and thoughts, mindfulness can help you keep your thoughts in check. Not a quick fix, but a habit that will last for a long time. You have a lot of power in your mind, and it can do good and bad things. Rule: you have to decide what to do with your life. Your mind is a strong term that shows how important it is to handle your thoughts and feelings. Here are some ways to understand and use this idea. Being self-aware means being aware of what you think and feel, and being able to tell when your thoughts are harmful or pointless. Being mindful. Don't judge the present time, just be in it. Being mindful helps you tune in to your thoughts without letting them take over. Emotional intelligence is the skill of knowing how to deal with your feelings well instead of just responding without thinking. In tough situations, think about how to deal with them. Positive thoughts. Keep a good mood by focusing on things like being thankful, being hopeful, and finding solutions instead of dwelling on your problems. Being self-disciplined means learning to resist your urges and keep your mind on your goals even when you feel like giving up or when other things come up. Good habits. Do things to keep your mind healthy. Things that are good for you, like reading, relaxing, working out, or spending time in nature. Always be open to new things and look for ways to get better. You can take charge of your mind and live a more satisfying and healthy life by following these tips. Look at problems as chances to learn. Remember that getting your mind under control is an ongoing process that takes time, work, and being kind to yourself. Third number. It's important to make money to be a real man. It's true that money can't buy happiness, but it can solve your money problems and set you free in a world where money rules. If you don't have enough money, you can't do anything. So as a provider, one of your main jobs is to make money. People who have money problems sometimes say things like, money is the root of all evil, or money doesn't buy happiness. But these are just excuses for how much they spend. Don't fall into that trap if you're having trouble with money. Instead, realize that learning how to make money is good for you. Never forget that it's never too late to learn how to make money and get ahead financially. You can get useful tips and information that can help you become financially successful in the future if you join to our channel. Of course, money isn't everything, but it does make gender inequality worse. No matter how much money a person has, they can still make useful and important contributions to many areas of life. In the end, to be truly happy and successful, you need to live an honest life, follow your hobbies and interests, make deep connections with others, do good in the world, and work on your own personal growth and development. When trying to figure out what it means to be a useful person in society, these traits go beyond gender roles and expectations. They show how important it is to value differences and individuality. In addition to improving your looks, working out can help you feel better and think more clearly. Making it a daily habit to work out is a good way to deal with problems and reach your goals. When you work out, you're not only taking care of your body, but you're also clearing your mind. Many problems that seem impossible to solve can be solved after a good workout. This is because exercise releases endorphins, which send oxygen to all parts of your body. If you work out every day, you'll find it easier to solve many of the problems that used to bother you. You'll also become stronger, more focused, and ready to face anything. Problems in life. Don't underestimate how important it is to work out every day. It's not just about getting in better shape, it's about becoming a better person. Most of the time, working out every day can make a big difference in your physical and mental health. How to work out every day. Warming up for 5 to 10 minutes will get your blood flowing and your muscles ready for the workout. Light exercises like jogging while standing still, jumping jacks, or dynamic stretches can be a part of this. For your heart and lungs, try to do at least 20 to 30 minutes of moderate to intense aerobic exercise every day. This can be things like dancing, swimming, riding a bike, walking quickly, or running. For your muscles, do strength training exercises, fluidity and ease of movement. To stay flexible and avoid getting hurt, you need to stretch often. For 5 to 10 minutes after your workout, or while you're cooling down, stretch your main muscle groups. Slowly lower your heart rate and loosen up your muscles for 5 to 10 minutes. Some things you could do are light stretching or foam rolling. It's important to give your body time to rest and heal. If you're too tired or sore, take the day off or do light activities like yoga or walks. Eat healthy foods and drink water all day, but especially before, during, and after your workouts to stay hydrated. Pay attention to your body and how it feels before, during, and after you work out. If you feel pain or discomfort, you should change your routine and, if necessary, talk to a doctor. When you work out, consistency is very important if you want to see results. To stay inspired and interested, make working out a daily habit and do things you enjoy. Number 5, take it one step at a time. Once you have developed mental discipline, gained mental clarity through daily practice, and began to eat healthy foods. Now is the time to deal with the problem in a sensible way. The key is to handle one issue at a time. If you try to handle too many issues at once, you'll likely get stressed out and put things off. The night before, write down one task and divide it into steps you can handle. Setting a clear plan for the day will help you stay on track and get things done. It's also important to remember that the best way to solve problems is not to start with the biggest tasks, but to take steady, purposeful steps. You can reach your big health goals even if you've lost your drive. Just don't try to make all the changes at once. Instead, be realistic. Change your diet by planning a natural and healthy meal for the next day the night before. If you think it will be hard to work out every day, break it up into small steps. For example, work out for 15 minutes every day. This way you have a clear goal to work toward every day, which makes it easier to stick to a healthy habit. Small, regular steps can lead to big health gains. By facing challenges every day, you stay motivated and make steady progress on your path to better health. Keep in mind that you are in charge of your own life and that it is a journey. Use these habits to move forward. Thank you for being such a loyal friend. I hope you do well in all parts of your life, whether you're solving a tough problem, working toward a goal, or overcoming challenges. It can be helpful to do things one step at a time. These are some ways that you can use this idea. Break up your task or goal into smaller steps that you can handle. This will help you focus on one thing at a time and make the whole thing seem less scary. Once you have a list of steps, put them in order of how important or pressing they are. Make sure you only do one step at a time, beginning with the most basic or important ones. Honesty about what you can do in a certain amount of time will help you stay motivated and avoid stress. Make sure that each step has a goal that you can reach. Don't worry about the future or the mistakes you've made in the past. Instead, focus on the task at hand. Pay close attention to each step as you do it and stay in the present. Enjoy small wins as you finish each step. Enjoy your growth, no matter how small it is. Being proud of your achievements can make you feel better and keep you going. Sometimes problems or changes happen without warning, so be ready to change how you do things if you need to. Keep your eye on the end goal, though. Do not be afraid to ask for help or advice if you need it. Remember to get help if you need it. Getting help from other people or working with a group can make the trip easier. You can get your tasks and goals done faster and better if you take things one step at a time. This will make you happier and more successful in the long run. The sixth way that natural foods eat. This habit is very important for a man's ability to handle life's problems. It's time for us to stop eating junk food and start eating healthy foods. We men don't let hormones or kids control what we eat, and the foods we eat have a direct effect on our future, both mentally and physically. Eating processed and unhealthy foods can do this. These empty calories make your body and mind work hard. Hunger can be used as a superpower to get things done, but it makes your mind less sharp and less good at dealing with problems. You can think more clearly and solve problems faster if you work while you're hungry. Also, when you eat, pick natural foods that are high in nutrients. Balance is very important, and these foods should provide about 80% of your nutrition, giving your body and mind energy. You can save the other 20% for treats once in a while. Don't give in to bad habits. Instead, make smart choices. When you follow a diet, you learn to recognize the value and health benefits of real, natural foods. This makes you less likely to want unhealthy snacks, and you know that a healthy body will be better able to handle the challenges of life. For example, a young man with a tough job and a lot of problems in his life eats a lot of processed and fast food that is high in sugar and fat. He makes bad food choices that cause his body to digest a lot of empty calories. He changes his eating habits and starts eating natural foods. He also sticks to a strict diet and only works when he's hungry. Now that he has changed the way he eats, he can use hunger to make his life better and get through any problems that come up. Number 7. When men set their sights on a selfless miss, they find deep satisfaction and purpose in dedicating themselves to tasks that aren't related to their personal interests. These tasks have led them down the path of life, taught them patience in hard times, and sparked their desire to work until midnight. In a world where most goals are focused on oneself, we need a strong spirit to commit to a mission greater than ourselves. Gandhi was a famous person in history. He fought for India's freedom from British imperial rule, which was a cause bigger than himself. He fought for the freedom of his own people as well as the ideas of nonviolence and social unity. Gandhi's road wasn't always easy. He was jailed and even had threats made against him, but he didn't give up. He stayed focused on his goal and in the end won India's independence and became a symbol of love and sacrifice for everyone. Gandhi's life shows how to make a goal bigger than yourself and stick to it. He is known as one of the most important people in history for finding your cause. When you think about your big goals, ask yourself what you want to leave behind, how you want to be remembered, and what difference you want to make in the world. Once you know what your big goals are, do everything you do every day with respect to reach them. It feels good to serve something bigger than yourself. You should set a goal that is bigger than yourself. This will motivate you to do your best and inspire you. Setting your sights on something other than your own instant self-interest or desires means focusing on a cause. Why having a goal that is bigger than you can be meaningful. Because of these reasons, working toward a goal that is bigger than your own once gives you a stronger sense of purpose. It also lets you make a difference in the world, whether it's by fighting social injustices, making progress in science, or improving other people's lives. Greater drive and resistance. When things get tough, having a bigger goal can give you the drive and resistance you need to keep going. Even when things get tough, knowing that your work is contributing to a greater cause can keep you focused and determined. Setting goals that are bigger than yourself can have positive effects that last a long time. By working toward a bigger goal, you can leave a positive mark on the world, whether it's by making a difference in your neighborhood, protecting the environment, or promoting peace around the world. To reach a goal that is bigger than one person, you often need to work with others who want the same thing and connect them. You can also build yourself and grow by setting a big goal. It forces you to get out of your comfort zone, learn new things, and solve problems, which makes you stronger and more flexible in the long run. Fighting for human rights, protecting the environment, advancing scientific research, promoting education and literacy, or helping different groups get along and live in peace are all examples of goals that are bigger than oneself. Having a goal that is bigger than oneself means that you find meaning and happiness in contributing to something bigger and more important than your own goals. It means understanding how you are connected to everything around you and using your number 8. Building grit and resilience. There are times in life when problems and setbacks seem impossible to overcome. This is when grit and persistence come in handy. Describe what it means to be able to stay strong and disciplined when things go wrong. Life's ups and downs test our strength instead of breaking us down when things get tough. You can use these tasks to help you get better. Value them and see mistakes as lessons that help you learn how to do better. Be brave and determined and use these ideas as tools in your life. With these tools, even problems can be seen as chances to grow. For example, if you are a young person, this shows that even the hardest things in life can be turned into chances to learn and achieve. The 9th one, getting rid of useless things to do in the digital age. The digital age has many benefits, but it also has a lot of apps and platforms that are meant to get your attention, like social media, streaming video games, and social media. These platforms and apps give you dopamine right away, but don't give you anything in return. It's okay to do these things for fun and relaxation, but spending too much time on them can make you less productive and less motivated. The key is to notice these platforms and spend less time on them. Life isn't fancy because of time itself. but how we choose to use it. Spend your time on things that will pay. It pays off in the long run to do things like learn new skills, gain more information, make new friends, and make other people's lives better. As a person, you grow when you spend time on things that matter. Less time spent on mindless jobs means more time for personal growth. Deal with a lot of tough and trying situations. That means not getting angry and stressed out when bad things happen at work, like losing a big job. We can learn to deal with our emotions and accept them. Stoic thought teaches us to focus on what we can change, like how we react and what we can learn from the experience. This helps us stay mentally stable and not let bad feelings take over these days. Giving up pointless things can help you be more productive, feel better mentally, and live a better life in general. Here are some things you can do to make this happen. Make plans, make goals that you can actually reach based on what's most important to you. This will help you stay focused on tasks that will help you reach your goals and not get sidetracked by less important things. Learn how to make good use of your time. Use time blocking or the Pomodoro technique to set aside specific times every day to do important things. Cut back on time. You don't need to spend on things like social media or watching funny videos online. Find things that waste time. It is important to be honest with yourself about the things that aren't helping you reach your goals. Think about the things you do every day and decide which ones are really adding value to your life and which ones are just taking up time. Don't use social media too much. Don't spend too much time on social media. Plan to check your accounts at certain times of the day. You could use computer add-ons or apps that help you limit the time you spend on social networks. If you stop getting email updates, you can get rid of digital clutter. Getting rid of social media sites that don't add value and organizing your digital space. Pay attention to your fun. While having fun is a good way to unwind, be mindful of how long you spend doing things like binge-watching TV shows or scrolling through content without pausing. Set priorities and give more importance to the things that truly make you happy. Instead of aimlessly surfing the web, spend your time learning new things or finding out more about things that interest you. There are online classes or books that can help you grow as a person or in your job. Take breaks from your electronics on a regular basis to recharge and get back on track. This is known as digital detox. Instead of staring at your screen, work out outside, spend time with family and friends, or follow things to do. Technology tools like productivity apps, task plans, and calendar systems can help you stay organized and get things done faster. But be careful not to rely too much on technology for everything in your life. Review your daily habits and routines every once in a while to see how well they're working. If they're not in line with your goals and ideals, make changes. In this digital age, these tips will help you spend less time on useless activities and more time on things that matter to you. Looking for excellence. When you commit to excellence, you promise to always improve your personal style in all areas of your life, whether they are physical, mental, spiritual, or emotional. To do this, you have to be persistent, passionate, disciplined, and dedicated to your own growth. Being exceptional does not mean being better than other people. It means always going above and beyond what you think is possible. Suppose you are a sports fan who wants to get in better shape. Every day you set a running distance, but you push yourself and go farther. You also learn how to eat well and organize your time so that you can work out every day. Day by day, your health, spirit, and soul improve. The thrill of seeing yourself get better, the pride in your personal accomplishments, and the satisfaction of your self-development become powerful motivators. Thank you for watching this video.